Hello viewers, in today's video we want to look at mole concept. Mole concept. You know, mole is a covenant unit for a quantity of particles. It plays a fundamental role in quantity. It has a relationship with gas-free energy. It has a relationship with entropy, enthalpy, formula, molar mass, Faraday's law, volume. Relationship also with what? With concentration. Now, what is this mole? Mole is the amount of substance that contain Avogadro's number of particles. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 major ways you can use and calculate mole. By the time you exploit these 5 major ways, there is no question that will involve mole that you will not be able to solve mole concept. You use this parameter, anywhere mole is given, you will be able to solve it very, very well. So just go to Ojemite YouTube channel, go there, click for this video. Now we are going to look at the first way in which you can calculate mole is when mole is given in grams, when mole is given in mass. You get that? Mass, of course, the unit is gram. So anytime you see mole, say calculate the number of mole present in this grams. This is the formula you are going to use. Firstly, you say that when mole is given in grams, say mole is equals to when you can calculate mole 1. Remember, your mass must be in what? In grams. If mass is given in kilograms, like kg, you need to convert it to what? Into grams. By what? Multiplying it by what? By 1000. Multiply that value by what? 1000. If you are asked, calculate the mole of this in that if the question is given in kilogram, you need to what? Change it to what? To grams. So if you are asked, calculate like in the first example here, say calculate the number of mole present in what? 5.3 grams of sodium triazocarbonate. Look at now, mass all over what? Molar mass. So you are going to find the molar mass of this one. The mass is already given in grams. So divide this one by the molar mass. So we are going to say that in this first question, say mole is equals to, what is our mass? 5.3. You divide by what is the molar mass? Molar mass is what? Molar mass, we are going to calculate the molar mass of sodium here is equals to what? 23 plus 12 plus bracket what? 16 times 3. So at the end you have what? 106 grams per what? Per mole. Molar mass is written in grams per mole. Are you following? So we are going to have mole now will now be equals to what? 5.3 divided by what? 106. So will be equals to what? 0.050 mole. That is the first way you can calculate your what? Your mole when mass is given. The second way you can calculate your mole, now watch out. Now when you are asked to calculate mole of a solution, mole of what? A solution. How do you calculate mole of a solution? Say if you calculate the number of moles, mole is equals to what? Concentration multiplied by what? Volume. Concentration multiplied by what? Volume. Remember, concentration is what? In moles, concentration, the value is always in what? Mole must be in what? Moles per what? dm cubed. Why volume? Volume must always be in what? In dm cubed. So anytime you are given volume in cm cubed, you need to do what? Convert it to what? To dm cubed. How do you convert volume to dm cubed? You simply what? Divide it by what? 1000. That is how to convert cm cubed to what? To dm cubed. If you are given a volume in cm cubed, for you to convert it to what? dm cubed, you need to do what? Divide by what? By 1000. So just take note. Now the second example here, you see that calculate the number or find the number of mole present in what? Present in 200 cm cubed or what? 0.05 moles per what? dm cubed or what? KCl solution. It's very, very simple. Now you need to change this one to what? To dm cubed. Remember, change it to what? dm cubed. So you now say mole is equals to what? Concentration. What is your concentration? 0.05. You do what? Multiply by what? What is the volume? Look at the volume there. 200 cm. I told you that volume must always be in what? In dm. Therefore, you say 200. You divide by what? By 1000. So mole now will now be equals to what? 0.05 multiplied. That is how to calculate when mole is given in what? In concentration. So mole in a solution. Anytime you are asked to calculate mole of a substance in solution. Now, this is what? This is the second method of calculating mole. Mole at what? At STP. So what you are going to do is that mole is equals to volume occupied divided by the STP. 1 mole of any gas at STP is what? 22.4 dm cubed. 22.4 dm cubed. Make sure the volume occupied must always be in what? In dm cubed. If you are given in cm cubed, you need to change it to what? To dm cubed. The value must be what? dm cubed. Or else, if you are given a cm cubed, use cm cubed in this one. How do you use cm cubed? You multiply it. You get that to change it to what? To cm cubed. So now we are asked now this is when mole is given in what? In STP, standard temperature and what? Pressure. So here, look at 16 dm cubed of what? Hydrogen gas at STP. We are asked to calculate what? Calculate number of mole present in what? 16 dm cubed of what? Hydrogen gas at what? At STP. Very simple. You see, mole is equals to what? 16. The volume is what? 16 divided by what? 22.4 mole. 1 mole. That is how to calculate what? Mole when it is given in volume at STP. When you hear that, just take note of that. Look at calculate number of mole present in what? 16 dm cubed of what? Hydrogen gas. Now the fourth one, when mole is given in particle, when you are asked calculate the number of mole present in this particle, that one you use what? You use Avogadro's constant. You use what? Avogadro's constant. You say mole is equals to number of particle divided by what? Divided by Avogadro's constant. Na has what? Avogadro's, these are the way you represent Avogadro's constant. So you say that Avogadro's constant, 1 mole of any substance, any particle is what? Now 1 mole of any particle is what? Is 6.02 times 10 raised to the power 23. That is what we call Avogadro's constant. Avogadro 10 raised to the power 23. It is a constant. This one is done to honor an Italian scientist called Avogadro. Do you get that? So we are going to, in this question, we are asked 4.25 times 10 raised to the power what? Do atoms. Remember, the atom is a particle. Electron can be a particle. We have atom as a particle, electron as a particle, proton as a particle, ion as a particle, formula unit as a particle, molecule as well as a particle. All these ones are what? Particles. So atom here is what? A particle. So we are going to divide this one by what? The Avogadro constant. We get our answer. You see, let's say mole has 4.25 times 10 raised to the power 21. You divide by the Avogadro's constant is what? 6.02 times 10 raised to the power 23. So mole now will be equals to what? 0.6 times 10 raised to the power minus 3. So anytime you are given mole of a particle, to calculate the mole of a particle, this is what you are going to do. Number of particles divided by what? Avogadro's what? Constant. Do you understand? The last one, to calculate mole of an ideal gas. Mole of an ideal gas. Now let's mole of this is a fifth one. Mole of an ideal gas. Calculate the number of mole of an ideal gas. Mole is equals to PV all over RT. This is how to calculate what? Mole of an ideal gas. Where P here is pressure, volume here is what? V here is volume, R here is the rate, T here is what? Is temperature. Rate here is always constant. You get that? P here, remember this one Rate now, rate has a value of what? Has a value of 0.0821 atm slash dm. So this is the value of what? Rate. Therefore means that your pressure must be in atm, your volume must be in dm cubes, your mole, of course you are asked to calculate mole. Now your temperature must be what? In Kelvin. So if they give you anything that is contrary to this one, you need to convert it. Now how do you convert pressure that is given? Look at this question now. Pressure is given in what? Millimeter mercury. How do you convert it to what? To AG, to atm. You say that this number given, you say that what? mmHg divided by what? Divided by constant. The constant is what? 760 is equals to what? atm. So anytime you are given pressure in atm and you are given in millimeter mercury, just do what? Divide the millimeter mercury by what? The constant value. Just like temperature has a constant of what? 7273 Kelvin. Do you get that? So this one is what? 760. That is the constant of this one. dm cube, I have told you, volume. Volume is equals to what? To convert it to dm cube, say cm cube divided by what? dm divided by 1000. That's how to convert your volume to what? To dm cubes. It goes to dm cube. Temperature, degrees Celsius, like now, temperature is given what? Degrees Celsius. We need to convert it to what? To Kelvin. So you say Kelvin temperature, we got degrees Celsius plus 273. This is how to convert degrees Celsius to what? To Kelvin. After which you now use it and put in your formula. That is how. So as it is now, this cm cube, you need to convert it to what? To dm cubes by dividing by what? By 1000. This millimeter mercury, you need to convert it to what? To atm by dividing by what? 760. This degrees Celsius, you need to do what? Convert it by what? By adding this one to what? To this one. Do you understand? So now, having given you all the parameters, what you need to do is that use this format and solve the last question. For more of this video, do well to like this video, share and comment. Remember to follow my page. Thank you for always supporting. God bless you.